Hey everybody, Uber Dante here, and today I'm going to show off something from my back catalog, as it were. This is a game called Strange World, and this was my entry in last year's in-hand game design contest on BoardGameGeek, and I never made a video for it, so I thought I would make one now. And it's a kind of simple game. It's a kind of silly, fun game. I think maybe kids would like this game. It's 24 cards that you hold in your hand, 24 square cards, and you play as this kind of alien who's crashed their ship onto our planet and has destroyed everything in their ship, including all of their food, and they need to survive on this planet without knowing anything about it or what is good for them to eat and what is not, and they need to eat. So this kind of says feed or fleed. On the other side it says dinner or danger. So in this game you're we'll just start off here. So you come across these objects in the world and you have to decide, is this something I should eat to sustain myself, or is this something I should avoid? And the only thing you have to help you is this matter analyzer. And you can kind of see here it's this kind of circle, and it's got a kind of meter, and it's got a color. So this one's in red. It says you have a 19% estimated safety level, whatever that means. But this matter analyzer is not completely reliable. But it gives you an idea. So this is telling you this guitar is a little bit dangerous. Maybe you don't want to eat that. If you can avoid it, possible. So every turn you have a choice whether to eat the object or to avoid it. Now you hold the cards like this, so you're all the cards are aligned so that the health meter is at 4, and so you're at 4 health to start. If you avoid an object, let's say I'm not gonna eat this one because it looks a bit dangerous. If you avoid an object, then you're gonna get weaker. So what you do is you rotate the whole deck, and now you're at 3 health. Okay, you successfully you avoided that, so you can move on past that card. So you just take that card and move it to the back. And I didn't mention, but the goal is to make it through all of the cards, 24 cards, until you get to this character card again. Okay, so now I've found myself again, and I've got this object I need to decide, and this one looks just as bad as the first one. So let's wait it out again. Now I'm gonna have to eat at some point because now I'm down at 2, but hopefully we get something better here. And here we have some bananas, and this meter is up to blue, and it's at 88%. So that looks like it's pretty good. So we're gonna eat this one. Now to eat, you're gonna find the red arrow, and you're going to pull the card back, and the arrow will be pointing to one of these icons on the next card. And you can see there's pluses, which means your health will go up, and there's minus, which means your health will go down. There's also a blue heart, which means your health stays the same. And there's also a skull, which represents death. It's kind of an instant death. So there's always the risk that when you eat something, you will die, and that will be the end of the game. This is an old version of the card, which is a little bit harder, and the newer versions have a plus arrow that maxes you out to 4 again. So you also have that, which this one doesn't have. So let's eat this banana and see what happens. So we just pull this back And look at that. We got a green plus arrow. So that means we can get our health back up to 3. And we've got this soda, which is green. This green is pretty good. I think blue is the highest. Green is the second highest. It's a little hard to see with this camera. So let's go ahead and we'll try to eat that as well. So we'll pull this back and we got a plus again. So we're back up to 4. We've got an ice cream. I like this ice cream because it's at 84%, but I'm also at 4 here, so I'm just not gonna bother to risk it, and I'm gonna avoid it for now and go on. Now I've got this cactus, and the cactus is hard to see, but this is orange. So orange isn't terrible, but it's not great. Let's see what happens when we eat the cactus. And actually, it was good for us. So we can go back up to 4. Okay, we got a snail. I don't like the look of this snail, even though it says it's good. We'll rotate down to 3. We've got a frog, which is green. Level green. And so we'll go for that. And that was good for us. Okay, we're back at 4. We're doing pretty good here. We got a hairbrush, which is saying 12%. We'll avoid that. We've got some kind of cologne or something. It's very low, so we'll avoid that. We're at 2. And we've got some hard candy. All right, that says 58% chance, so we're going to take it. We don't want to go down to 1 if we can help it. But this candy was not good for us. So we are down to 1. So now we're forced to eat. We're forced to eat this. This is an orange baby pacifier. We have no choice now because we're at 1. So we'll pull this back. We've got a minus. We were killed by the baby pacifier. Now you can see what your score was by finding this card and then counting out how many cards you got. So in this case, I got, I don't know, 4, 5, 10, maybe 11 or so. It's a pretty hard game to win. You can lose on the first turn. You can lose on the 20th turn. It's of course possible to win, but you need a little bit of luck. Now I'll try to show you a little bit how the game works. A little bit behind the scenes. So it's not just completely random. So if this is a lower, so zoom in a little bit. If this is lower here, there's like a red. There's a higher chance of dying or having a minus. And so you can see that by whenever you get this mark, this lowest mark, the red, that'll be between the 1 and the 4. They're always between the 1 and the 4. And if you spread out these, you can see there are some pluses, but there's some death icons. You know, there's some minuses, more death, more minuses, another death, right? So generally there are some pluses there, but generally, like, yeah, it's not in your favor. On the other hand, if I can find a blue one, the blue is, the arrow is not between the 1 and the 4, like that guitar or that clock, but it's between the 3 and the 4. So if we spread out from here, you're going to see a lot more pluses. So there's death, there's minuses in here, but there's a lot of pluses you can see. So your chances are pretty good when you have a blue one. And then of course it's, the next one would be between the 3 and the 2, and then the 2 and the 1. So there's 4 different levels, of probability. And this number, one of the number one feedback I got on this game was that this number was not accurate. This number is kind of made up. So I just chose a random number between 75 and 100 for this one, between 50 and 75 for this one, between 25 and 50 for this one, and between 0 and 25 for that. That's not the actual percentages. I suppose there's a way, you can count, not counting this card. What are the how many pluses or minuses you have, and then you can kind of figure out a more accurate number. That was probably the number one feedback I got. People wanted to know, like, what's the exact probability? But I think as long as you have the colors, they kind of tell you, like, you have a better chance or a worse chance without really needing to know these numbers. And so I've kind of said in the rule book that you can't really trust this one completely. It's a good guideline, but you can't really trust it. Sometimes you have to go by your gut. There's a little bit of strategy. So if you're at, like I was at 4 and I had like something like a banana, I decided not to eat just because there is a risk that you could die. And, the best that could happen was, I got a plus or stay the same. So, this slight bit of strategy is kind of a random game. But I just wanted to keep that there just to kind of, have more random numbers. I think they would be all kind of close together. That's kind of boring. So, it's possible that the snail card is, 64% and that the banana is like 63% or something like that. But I think when I calculated it, most of them are going to be right around exactly the same range. And I wanted to have, kind of more variety just to make it kind of, oh my God, this one's at whatever percent, 1% or something. Just for a little bit of fun. And I'll show you the digital version next.
Okay, so here I've got it on playingcards.io. It's a little bit easier to see the cards here, and this is a nice way to play. I'll leave a link. You can play it this way because it's got the rules over here. The entire rules fit on one page, so you can refer to that. And you can see from this first card, this is the newest version, which has this up to 4 heart. So if you get that, if you're on like 2 health or whatever, instead of going up 1, you'll go up all the way back to 4. There's a new button you can just click to get a new shuffle, and it marks how many hours you survive each time you do a card. Each time you pass on a card or eat something, this counter will go up, and you have different buttons that help you manipulate this card. So these buttons will put the card in the back and rotate it. So if it's a void or minus, it'll rotate it down and put the card in the back. If it's plus, rotate it up. Or if there's no effect, it'll keep it the same. It's important if you are at 4 and you click the plus button, it'll kind of mess up the rotation because this button just rotates it. So it'll rotate it not really up to the 1, but it kind of rotates it again. So there are some buttons down here that help you fix the rotation. If you have a problem, or if you rotated the wrong way or something, you could rotate up and down to fix the card. But you can't really do it manually. But what you will do is you can kind of pull the card. So if I want to eat this lion, for example, I just click on the card and I can pull it back and see what's there. It's a little hard to see. It's a little darker, but I think it's see if we could take it completely off and you can see it that way. Then you just put it back on. That was a minus, so yeah, like that. Let's say I just want to avoid this hammer. Again, I just click the minus, avoid minus. So I'll just run through. So let's eat this corn. It's a plus. Let's eat the ostrich. It's a death. Okay, so I died. That's the end of the game. And then you can see I survived 3 hours. Let's play another one. Okay, let's avoid this. Let's avoid this. Let's eat. Oh boy, we're doing really bad here. Okay, let's eat fish. It's a plus. Let's eat the cactus. Up to 4. Good. So I can click this plus health to 4. There we go. Let's avoid the necktie. Yeah, let's eat this pear instead. No, that's not good. Let's eat the flower. Oh boy. And okay, hamburger. Come on. Death. This time I survived 8. All right, so let's see one more time, and then I'll let you go. Let's avoid these. Avoid it. Let's eat the candy. It's plus. Ooh, let's avoid the lion. Ugh. Let's avoid the shoes. Let's eat the turkey. Yes. Okay. Let's eat the corn. No. Oh boy. Let's eat the banana. Yes. Okay. Come on. We're gonna have to. Oof. Yeah. No. Let's avoid it. We have one more. Okay, that's the ostrich that killed us the first time around. And no effect. We're gonna have to eat this lamp. That gives us plus. We're still alive. Let's eat the raccoon. No effect. Let's eat this coffee grinder. No effect. We're surviving. Oh, that didn't go for some reason. Okay. Ugh. Let's avoid the shuriken. Okay, hamburger again. Come on. Okay, plus. That was good. Let's the soft drink. No effect. Let's eat the key. Plus. Okay. We're getting there. All right, I'm at 3, so I'm going to avoid this one. Do something better. Okay, we'll go for the mushroom. We're at 18. We're just 5 cards away. No effect. Oh, let's go for the acorns. No effect. Let's go for the strawberry. No effect. Okay. Let's go. How's this work? I'm at 21. I have to get to 23. So if I say, let's avoid it. And then I think I can eat this. And there'll just be the character card behind it, and I'll have 1. So let's eat the telephone. Yes, there's my character card. So we'll just say that's a no effect. And we made it. We survived. It's not really 24 hours, it's 23 hours because this is the card. And that's a rare victory. Hooray for us. And that's a Strange World. Thanks for watching.